It has been the Wavamunno Road. It was Munyonyo Auto Spa. It was divided into two. This side, a different thing they have KFC, and this way they have a different restaurant, Caramel. I am coming to you live from the Munyonyo roundabout. Today I'm going to be taking you through what we call the Wavamunno Road. So guys, stick with me. Make sure you like the video, and this is the Munyonyo Resort right about here. This is their infrastructure, and we are going to be tracing Wavamunno Road up to where it ends. So around here, like in some of my previous videos, guys, I told you that this is one of the hotels, all the accommodation areas that is going to host some of the big people that are coming into the country come next year or in Feb during the NAM summit. So along here, this is the Wavamunno Road. There are some constructions going on, and this is how it looks. This road was in the worst state, one of the roads in the worst states, but they're working on it. This is how it looks. It's a bit wide. This time, the company working here did not start with the drainage channels like it is in most of the projects. Look at that beautiful house up there. Most of these, some of them are Airbnbs, others are hotels, and others are just apartments. So I was saying, the company this time, the one that worked around here, did not work on the drainage channels. Hopefully, the drainage channels will come after they have put this thing in order, what they've done so far here, meaning they're going to turn to the other side, or even expanding the road. It's one of the many road projects that are going on here in Kampala. Of course, Munyonyo is still in Kampala. Is it? Yeah. Munyonyo is also in Kampala, and it is in the division of Makindye. That infrastructure you see right there is going to be something, what can I relate it to? Can I relate it to the Kigali Convention Center? Yeah, that is the one. It is at the Munyonyo Commonwealth Hotel. Of course, there are two businesses in there. There is the Munyonyo Resort and then the Munyonyo Commonwealth Hotel. They are all under one person and all neighbors to each other, owned by one tycoon, Sudil Rupaleria. They are run by the Sudil Rupaleria group. So we have come from the other side and we are heading to this way. So that is the infrastructure. They're still building. It's a big space. It's going to be, yeah, they're calling it the convention center. Sports Convention Center. You can clearly see how it will look like. I think it will be one of the beautiful infrastructures around Kampala. Yeah, I've always heard and read a lot about the Kigali Convention Center. Hopefully we shall have one of a kind. This area is too close to the beach or the waters of Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria, one of the biggest freshwater lakes in Africa. Undoubtedly, one of the biggest, and it has a lot of importances ranging from fishing, swimming activities, like the water supports farming and different companies. There are different flower companies. That is the Munyonyo Commonwealth Hotel, and then the Speak Resort Hotel. They're all down there. So I was saying the waters of Lake Victoria are of great importance for domestic use. And yeah, right there, that is the entrance to Jahaz PR Munyonyo. It's also a beach. Also industrial use, like we have a beer company. Nile Breweries is the biggest brewing company. It's also located on Lake Victoria. Not forgetting Uganda breweries. There is also Banange breweries. Of course, their brew is not common. The brew of Banange is not common on the market. We commonly have Uganda breweries products and Nile breweries. And yeah, recently NEMA declared Nile breweries as the biggest polluter of Lake Victoria. So that means they do produce a lot of alcohol. Which alcohol or which products? Okay, alcohol products, which lead to the increased pollution of the lake. And well, they also years back launched something which was the biggest plant to clean the lake, but it wasn't so effective. Hopefully in the future they work upon it. Of course, the work stopped around there, and this side it is the tarmac in their state. They're going to be working on some patches or the potholes. Like here it was cut, meaning they're going to fill it and then have it in a better shape. I think it's not so wide, and the lake the other side, hopefully you can see it. So we are next to many lakes around here, many beaches around here. Lake Victoria. It's a bright, beautiful evening, and we are still cruising along Wavamunno Road. So the lake is the other side. There is a lot of policemen, like around the Munyonyo roundabout. There were a lot of policemen. During the festive season, Uganda police, look at these beautiful flowers. During the festive season, Uganda police mounts different roadblocks and different ways to fight or to mitigate or to limit the accidents or road accidents. And this is what happens usually. They make sure you have what it takes for you to be on the road. Your car is in good mechanical conditions, and if you're found with a car that is in a bad mechanical conditions, you're dealt with. So it was launched days ago and it is active. I think it should be, that is the property of the Aga Khan. Yeah, I think those operations should be in place from January to December. Because man, a lot of people, like in Uganda, a lot of people die due to accidents. And it is said 3 people die every day due to accidents. Now imagine those accidents that are not reported. Yeah, imagine those accidents that are not reported, meaning a lot of other people die due to those accidents. So guys, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and let's grow the audience. You can also ask for anything that you want. This is Munyonyo, part of where the rich hide, and that is Wava Close. And I think it also has something to do with Wavamunno. it being Wavamunno Road. Wavamunno is one of the big people here. Wavamunno is a tycoon. He deals with Mercedes, the Land Rovers, so, and other cars. He imports cars and he also has other businesses. The BMW, the Mercedes. He deals with Tata and many other big car brands, mostly from Germany. He was the first to bring them here in Uganda, and he still does. Well, this year he was pronounced dead, but it wasn't true. I think the people that did it out of malice. He did not die, only that he was bedridden. That's how people ended up announcing him dead. But he's still there, of course, not so strong these days. He's weak. And by the way, Wava is one of the people that were knighted or recognized by the Queen. You can refer to him as Sir Wavamunno. That's what he calls him. He's supposed to be called Sir Wavamunno. He's called Gordon, Sir Gordon Wavamunno. So I think he is the only one. Let me be guided in the comment section. Is he the only Ugandan that has ever been knighted by the Queen? That was knighted by the Queen, or there is another one? Let me know down in the comment section. Lake Victoria neighbors. Like, this is where it is. Rich neighborhoods only. Look at those beautiful, I think those are apartments. Let me get closer. So what I've also found out, or what I found out, is that most people in Uganda, we are renting. Most of us rent. Most people in Kampala rent. If you have a home, yeah, they are called high-end apartments. So you may be not renting home, but at least your workplace you'll be renting. You may be a landlord at your workplace, but renting home. So most of us are renting. Also, that road was worked upon. It goes up, and they're still working upon it. This is a new branch. Then there is this, the old one. So someone was like, why have they done this? But I think it's not any different. And the other side, this side, a different thing they have KFC, and this way they have a different restaurant, Caramel. And here they're going to have the drive-through of KFC. All the same. I think Shell has its customers. They'll support the business. Let's go on. What I like about this area, or what I like about Kampala, the greenery is just enough. We have enough trees. And I think people should plant more trees. Yeah, I think we should plant more trees to have a better city. Not only a city, to have a better planet. We like it green, and it's the green that gives us the oxygen that we breathe in. It's also the green that gives us food, and it's that green, the trees, that clean the environment. They take in the carbon monoxide that companies release, that cars release, and then give us fresh air. Fresh air. Don't know what happened to the drainage channel around here. The drainage is not drainaging. It was all covered up. This is one of the roads that is going to bring people into this side or into the rich ends. Our visitors that are coming. I saw a clip of someone, it was a councillor, in fact, a councillor of somewhere in Makindye, one of the divisions that make up Kampala. He was saying, why are we always remembered when we have visitors? The same thing applies to me. I also said the same thing. Why are we always remembered only when we have visitors coming? We shouldn't be remembered during those times. We should be prioritized every other time. Ugandans should always come first. So you can't call upon people to love their country, yet you clearly show you don't love them. If you clearly love them, you need to put them first. In case of anything, put them first. That's when they will put their country first as well. So if you always remember them when you got visitors, then they won't remember you. They won't put you first. I think that's how things should work. So I think there is some leakage because it has not rained, but the water here looks clean. You can see. The water looks clean. Maybe if there are some springs, are they called springs? Yeah, the water coming out of the surface. If that is the one, they would allow. But if it's not that, there could be some, yeah, I think the springs you can clearly see around there. Chill. So there is a diversion here due to road works, but that is not going to stop us from continuing. This person is insisting. The person is insisting. The road is closed. Some road works around here, you see. Let me wait for it to go. People can pass here. The ground is kind of shaky. So around here, there are some ongoing constructions. They are laying the final layer. In fact, it's not the final layer. The final layer of concrete, I would say yes. Not of coalers. So, look at the billboard shaking because of the pressure. So that was Munyonyo Auto Spa. It was divided into two. It was a happening place. They divided it into two because they wanted to pave way for the water channel to reduce on the flooding of this area. It was divided into two. So for the people that know Munyonyo Auto Spa, it is the other side, but it was cut into two beautiful pieces, into two beautiful halves. And more people around here are being moved. So that is how the water channel they've made looks like. So that is the auto spa. This is part of the auto spa, and that's how it looks like. So we are going like this. But I think they were also faster. They built more structures. It was something big. Auto Spa was a big business, but they are now going to squeeze onto some small parts. So people are here eating money. They help you get your motorcycle from down and then get some money. We come from the other side. We go, and this way takes us to town. So as we approach here, the other road that you see before us, it takes to Gaba. So it's a walkable distance, about 5 minutes to Gaba. And the road we're approaching to is called Gaba Road. It has been the Wavamunno Road. So we are ending it here. This other road takes to the beach, and that's where we are heading at the moment. Though we are just going to see what happens. It is already 6. This time they don't allow in the water. Till next time, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Remember to throw a comment if you have any memories with this place. Even if you don't have, suggest any other place you would want to see on the channel. People that have asked for their videos, guys, I'm going to consider you. It's either the resources that are still limiting me, or I'm still waiting for other videos or other areas to put them in one trip. Thank you guys. I'm out. Peace.